Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to English class with me, Dia Silvani. Well, in this occasion, we are going to discuss about another materials in our course, which is about job interview. So job interview basically is a part of job requirements or the job recruitment, by which the applicant should join after they are selected by the employer to proceed to the next steps of the process of job recruitment. So maybe some of you wonder how to actually answer several common interview questions, how to respond to them properly, and how to prepare yourself for the job interview. Well, we are going to discuss about that issue later on in this video. So without any further ado, let's see the aim of our materials today. So at the end of this video, of this discussion, you are expected to be able to learn how to do the interview, and also you can also practice asking and also answering the interview questions. And then after that, what is actually job interview? Let's go straight away to the materials. Okay, so job interview. So as you can see from the slides, there are several keywords that you can pay attention to. So the first one, it is basically just an interview between a job applicant with the employer in order to assess whether or not the applicant should be hired by the employer. So the purpose of job interview is basically determine someone's destiny, whether or not he or she will be accepted by the company as their employees, as one of their employees. So how to answer the questions in job interview? But before that, we have some steps, for you as your consideration during the preparation of the job interview. The first one, of course, you have to do your own research regarding the position that you apply for. Make sure you know what are the responsibilities or the task that you have to do when someday you have that position. So you have to know about the job inside and out. So do your research well before you actually apply for certain position. And the next one, which is I think it is also very important, is you have to know who you are. You have to know yourself better. You have to be able to identify what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your personality, what you are capable of, your skills, so on and so forth, whether or not those aspects match with the requirement of the job advertisement. And the next one, you can interview yourself. Later on, we are going to discuss several interview questions, and you can practice it by yourself because, of course, practice makes perfect. So the more you have the opportunity to actually have some exercises on the job interview or answering the question regarding the job interview, the higher the chance you have to perform better during the job interview. And last important thing is about visualize. So it related to how you present yourself in front of the interviewer. Make sure you dress well. Make sure you wear the proper dress to the job interview. So, for example, if the company has already decided what kind of dress code that you have to use for the job interview, then follow the rule. Okay, but it doesn't only limit it onto your appearance, how you look, but how you present yourself in front of the interviewer. Make sure you have a high self-confidence, for example, and then you also pay attention to your body language during the interview, because sometimes those aspects could be some extra point that you may gain during the job interview, and maybe it can also affect their decision to finally hire you for the position. Okay, and next one, here are some useful tips. So basically, in a job interview, there are four main areas that will be asked by the interviewer. The first one is about work history or work experience, and then your personality, and then your suitability for the company and the specific job. And they usually assess these aspects from your skills, your achievement, perhaps your educational background, your qualifications, so on and so forth. And also you have to be able to formulate and also describe your goals and also ambition in relation to the job that you are applying for. Okay, however, besides those four main areas, maybe sometimes the interviewer unfortunately ask you some sensitive issues which you have actually your own right not to answer such question because it is considered too private for someone, and then you have no what is it no intention to share those information with the other people, then you have your own right not to answer that questions. So those questions are commonly about race, age, marital status, or even your sexual preferences. So those questions are potentially discriminatory, and you have your own right to not answering that question. Okay, and the next one, we are going to review some of the common interview questions and also the tips how to answer them. The first one, the interviewer might ask you to tell them about yourself. So they basically want you to describe who you are. So you can start out by giving them an overview of your current position or activities, then provide the most important and relevant highlights from your background that make you most qualified for that role. Ya, jadi rekan-rekan di sini nanti bisa menjabarkan secara umum who you are because they want to have a big picture of who you are, what you are capable of, ya. Jadi nanti silahkan disebutkan sekarang Anda siapa. Kalau misalkan sudah bekerja, sekarang posisi terakhirnya sebagai apa. Kalau fresh graduate, just let them know that you are a fresh graduate. But you have to provide more elaboration. Harus disertai dengan kualifikasi apa sih yang membuat rekan-rekan ini menjadi kandidat yang pas untuk posisi tersebut. Ya, so as you can see from this responses on the slides, ya. Jadi, currently I serve as the assistant to 3 of the company's 5 executive team members, including the CEO. From my 12 years of experience as an executive assistant, I've developed blah 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 blah. So it doesn't enough just to mention who you are, but you have to provide elaboration of what you are responsible for during the previous work or what your achievements are. Jadi di highlight yang paling menonjol dari kualifikasi ataupun dari pengalaman yang dimiliki. That's the first question. The next one is what makes you unique. Okay, it is actually quite tricky to answer, but however, you can answer this question by focusing on why hiring you would benefit the employer. So the most important thing during the job recruitment is how you emphasize the benefits that you offer for the company if they accept you as one of their employees. Okay, so it is not about what you want to gain, what you want to get from the company, but what you offer them to have by hiring you. Jadi keuntungan apa yang bisa mereka peroleh dengan meng-hire kita atau mempekerjakan kita. That's what you have to emphasize during the job interview, okay? Nah, ini kan kadang di dalam open recruitment itu maybe applicants-nya ataupun pelamarnya itu banyak ya. And then we cannot anticipate the responses ya. Jadi cara terbaiknya adalah dengan addressing why your background make you a good fit. We let employers know why your traits and qualification make you well prepared. Jadi again, Anda bisa kembalikan lagi ke background yang Anda punya. Entah itu educational background Anda or maybe your internship experience as a fresh graduate, for example, or your work experience if you have already had a job before, ya. Jadi bisa di relatekan ke sana. Jadi mereka yakin that you are the perfect candidate. The qualification that you have is quite unique compared to the other applicants ataupun pelamar yang lain. You can take a look at the slides, okay, and you can read it by yourself, and then you can formulate your answer if someday in a job interview, the interviewer asks you these questions. Okay. The third one is what are your greatest strengths? Okay. I think when you formulate the CV or when you make a job application letter, yeah, it is also a must for you to highlight your strengths, yeah, in order to attract the employer's attention or to convince them to accept you as one of their employees. Okay, so you can basically just share qualities and personal attributes such as your skills, whether it is technical or soft skills, and then relate them back with the role. So again, it is very important for you to find as much as information regarding the position that you apply for. Anda harus tahu dulu dia tupoksinya apa sih begitu ya. Kenapa kualifikasi yang Anda miliki ini pada akhirnya sesuai dengan posisi tersebut. Oke. And then, why do you want to work here? Oke, nah ini alasannya kenapa sih Anda pada akhirnya melamar di perusahaan ini. Maybe there are the other companies with the same field, or maybe there are some other companies which open the same position, but why you finally apply for the position in this company? Nah, the best way to prepare for this question is to do your homework and learn about the products, services, mission, history, and culture of the workplace. Okay, so you have to be very specific about your reason why you choose that company. Okay, to apply. Jadi Anda harus tahu dulu. Jadi bukan hanya serta-merta misalkan you want to earn higher income for examples, or you want to have some health insurance for examples gitu ya. Atau misalkan Anda punya target you want to purchase something. Okay, so you need to earn more money gitu ya. Even though it is not a false thing to do actually ya, but I think you have to make your responses more professional in this way. Ya, jadi caranya seperti apa? Nah, Anda harus lihat dulu profile dari company-nya seperti apa, produk yang mereka sediakan, service yang mereka tawarkan seperti apa, visi, misi, kemudian juga sejarah dari perusahaan tersebut, ataupun budaya kerja dari perusahaan tersebut yang membuat perusahaan itu stand out dibandingkan dengan other companies, so that it attracts you to finally apply to that company. Ya, dan itu pun harus sesuai dengan career goal Anda. We are going to discuss about goals and ambitions later on, okay? Nah, for examples, as you can see from the slides, the company's mission to help college grads pay off their student loan debt speaks to me. Jadi basically dia tertarik untuk melamar di perusahaan itu karena ini misi yang dimiliki oleh perusahaannya untuk membantu para pelajar gitu ya. Alasannya kenapa? Ternyata I've been in that situation and I'd love the opportunity to work with a company that making a difference. Gitu ya. Jadi misalkan unfortunately sebelumnya Anda pernah berada di posisi sebagai siswa yang memiliki tunggakan gitu ya, tunggakan untuk membayar biaya pendidikan misalkan. Nah, sehingga ketika ada sebuah perusahaan yang menawarkan service ataupun menawarkan bantuan terhadap orang-orang dengan kondisi tersebut, itu attracts your attention to finally apply to that company because it is in line with your own experience. Oke, nah Anda juga bisa menggunakan phrase ataupun apa ya, polanya seperti ini begitu ya ketika menjawab pertanyaan seperti itu. And then the next one is what motivates you? Nah, in this question you can be as specific as possible. Provide real life examples and tie your answer back to the job role. So it always comes back to the job role. Ya, jadi Anda silahkan mengaitkan semua pertanyaan yang diberikannya itu dengan peran ataupun posisi dari pekerjaan yang Anda lamar. Nah, dalam hal ini Anda bisa menyertakan sebuah pengalaman yang real life gitu lah. Pengalaman yang spesifik, yang real life, yang Anda betul-betul alami berkaitan dengan bidang pekerjaan tertentu atau dengan posisi pekerjaan tertentu. Misal di sini in examples as we can see, making a true difference in the lives of my patients and their families motivates me to strive for excellence in everything I do. I look forward to seeing my patients' reaction when we get a positive outcome that will change their lives forever. That's why I became a nurse and why I'm pursuing a position in pediatrics. Nah, jadi ini kan dia ingin applying positionnya itu as a nurse, especially in pediatrics. Kenapa? Yang memotivasinya apa? Karena dia itu ingin membawa perubahan yang nyata gitu ya di kehidupan baik itu pasien ataupun keluarga pasien, terutama kalau misalkan hasilnya itu positif sehingga akan memberikan dampak yang besar begitu ya, dampak yang berbeda begitu ya, tapi ke arah yang positif di kehidupan pasiennya. Nah, you can use this kind of motivation to answer this question. So whatever attracts your attention to finally apply for the position or in certain job field, then you can elaborate it in answering this question. The next one is why are you leaving your current job? It is especially for those who have already had any work experience before, and then you want to So this is try to apply for another position in another company, for examples, ya. Instead of focusing on the negative aspects of your current or previous role, focus on the future and what you hope to gain in your next position. So instead of talking something bad regarding the previous company, you can focus on what you are trying to achieve in the future by applying to the current company. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau misalkan you have some relationship issues, for example, with your colleagues or with your employer, for example, punya masalah dengan atasan, dengan rekan kerja dan lain sebagainya, or maybe the salary is not enough to fill your need, to meet your needs gitu ya. Nah, dibandingkan dengan highlighting those negative aspects, lebih baik Anda memfokuskan dengan apa sih yang sebetulnya ingin Anda capai ke depannya. Gitu. Apa sih kesempatan apa yang tidak Anda dapatkan di perusahaan sebelumnya yang ternyata itu bisa di-provide atau bisa disediakan, bisa Anda peroleh begitu di dalam posisi yang sekarang Anda lamar. Nah, for examples di sini I'm looking for an opportunity that gives me the ability to build closer long-term relationship with clients. In my current role, the sales cycle is so short that I don't spend as much time building a rapport with my customer as I'd like. Relationship building is one of the reasons I chose a career in sales, and I look forward to working with a company where that's a top priority. Jadi sebetulnya ke depannya itu saya ingin building relationship yang lebih positif, yang lebih apa ya close rapport gitu, yang lebih dekat dengan para customer Anda ya, dengan para customer gitu. Sementara di perusahaan sebelumnya memang itu tidak ada kesempatan seperti itu begitu. Maka melamar ke perusahaan ini yang menyediakan kesempatan bagi para salesnya untuk building closer relationship with the clients. Begitu ya. Jadi lebih ke sana gitu, lebih terhadap what you try to achieve in the future gitu ya. Sehingga Anda memilih posisi ini. Kemudian yang selanjutnya, what are your greatest weakness? So apa ya? Basically ini tuh seperti pertanyaannya mirip-mirip ya, seperti tadi misalkan greatest strengths, kemudian yang ditanyakan juga uniqueness gitu. Nah, sekarang giliran greatest weaknesses. It is actually a bit tricky, ya, but you have also to remember that human being is not flawless. They must have their own weaknesses. Okay, but if you can respond to these questions correctly, it may give you a plus point actually. Oke, jadi gimana nih caranya ketika ditanya greatest weakness? So basically you can show that your humanity sides ya, dimana tadi kan manusia tidak ada yang sempurna, then you can pick one of your weaknesses. Okay, but it doesn't enough just to stop right there. You have also provide them the effort that you have already done in order to solve those weaknesses atau to handle or to tackle that weaknesses. So for example, you want to say to the employer that you are a forgetful person. Oke, Anda kelemahan saya salah satunya adalah pelupa misalkan ya. Nah, it doesn't enough for you just to stop right there. Jangan berhenti sampai di situ saja. But you have also provide what effort that you have already done in order to overcome that weaknesses. So for example, you can tell them, however, I try to keep some notes with me in my phone so that I can use it as a reminder of my activity in a day misalkan. Jadi meskipun saya pelupa, tapi saya mencoba untuk membuat catatan atau menyimpan catatan di HP saya misalkan gitu ya. Sehingga bisa menjadi reminder nih supaya tidak tertinggal gitu ya. Bisa seperti itu caranya. Kalau misalkan di contoh yang ada di layar ini, problemnya dia ini adalah karena I had a tendency to say yes when I should have been saying no. Jadi orangnya tidak bisa bilang tidak gitu. Jadi kalau dimintai mengerjakan sesuatu, ya iya saja begitu. Nah, pada akhirnya apa? Dia jadi overwhelmed gitu ya, dia jadi kewalahan sendiri gitu. Nah, sehingga salah satu upaya yang dilakukan adalah dengan menggunakan ini ada di kalimat terakhir ya. I realized this was counterproductive, so I started using workload management tools to set better expectation for myself and my teammates. Jadi dia menggunakan semacam workload management tools ya. Ini alat untuk apa ya? Untuk memanage beban kerja gitu ya, kira-kira priority-nya yang mana dulu nih yang harus dikerjakan. Which one after which one gitu ya. Apa dulu sebelum yang mana gitu. Nah, jadi misalkan pertama harus ini dulu, kedua ini, ketiga ini gitu ya. Meskipun ini memang tidak dielaborasikan lebih jelas gitu ya kan ya tools yang digunakan seperti apa, but at least he or she tries to demonstrate that he or she have already done something regarding the weaknesses. Oke. Itu ya terkait dengan weaknesses. Jadi jangan hanya berhenti dengan menyampaikan kelemahannya saja, tetapi usahanya apa untuk mengatasi kelemahan tersebut. Kemudian what are your goals for the future? Ini ya. Jadi biasanya para hiring manager ini menanyakan pertanyaan ini untuk menentukan whether or not you are looking to stay with the company for a long term. Jadi supaya tahu begitu ya, apakah you want to work there or maybe you have the strong commitment to work in a certain company for a long term, or maybe you just use them as the milestone to finally achieve your bigger goal gitu kan. Apakah hanya dijadikan sebagai batu loncatan saja atau Anda punya komitmen kerja yang kuat gitu ya di dalam perusahaan tersebut. Anda ingin memberikan kontribusi yang nyata misalkan dalam perusahaan tersebut. Oke. Kemudian, the best way to handle this question is to determine your current career trajectory and how this role plays into helping you reaching your ultimate goals. Oke, jadi kalau di sini di dalam contohnya, I would like to continue developing my marketing expertise over the next several years. Nah, disampaikan kan ini untuk beberapa tahun yang akan datang. Berarti kan Anda bisa melihat bahwa dia indicate that he or she wants to work in a long term in that company. Gitu ya. Kemudian yang selanjutnya di sana ada penjelasan lebih lanjutnya lagi. Nah, kemudian di bagian akhir, I believe this experience will serve me well in achieving my ultimate goal of someday leading a marketing department. Jadi dia nanti ke depannya ingin menjadi semacam apa ya? Mungkin manajer marketing mungkin gitu ya sehingga posisi yang sekarang ini bisa mendukung karir pasnya dia ke depannya. Jadi sesuai gitu ya dengan proyeksi dia terhadap misalkan what will I look like in the next 5 years gitu. Karena misalkan 5 tahun ke depan saya ingin jadi seorang manajer marketing misalkan atau ingin menjadi seorang pemimpin divisi marketing gitu ya. So you have to be able to elaborate your goals for the future, but of course it is in a long term ya, bukan yang short term goals gitu ya. Lebih baik diproyeksikannya itu ke long term goals. Kemudian yang selanjutnya, can you tell me about the difficult work situation and how you overcame it? Nah, misalkan ketika ditanya seperti ini, basically the interviewer tries to measure your problem solving skills, of course. Okay, so they want to assess how well you perform under the pressure as well as your problem solving abilities. This is also excellent opportunity to show your human side and how you are willing to go the extra mile without being asked. Gitu ya. Jadi biasanya ketika ditanya hal-hal seperti ini, you can give them the real examples that you have already had in the past gitu ya. Kalau misalkan belum bekerja mungkin bisa menceritakan pengalaman ketika magang mungkin seperti itu ya. Ketika kira-kira you can take one examples of the difficulties that you face ya. Kemudian nanti dielaborasi how you handle that situations. Gitu ya. Seperti kalau misalkan di dalam contoh ini, it was the first day of my boss 2 week vacation and our agency's highest paying client threatened to leave because he didn't feel he was getting the personalized service he was promised. I spent my lunch hour on the phone with him, talking through his concerns. We even brainstormed ideas for his next campaign. He was so grateful for the personal attention that he signed another 6-month contract before my boss even returned from her trip. So basically ini problem solvingnya itu lead to another benefits gitu ya, bahwa dengan cara menghandle seperti itu ternyata klien yang tadinya mengancam untuk membatalkan kerjasama misalkan ya dengan perusahaan kita, dia malah menandatangani kontrak untuk 6 bulan ke depan gitu, bahkan sebelum si bosnya itu pulang dari vacationnya gitu ya. Jadi menunjukkan bahwa you can handle the problem well, which resulting to the positive effect for the company. Ya, jadi Anda nanti bisa memilih salah satu challenge ataupun difficulties yang dihadapi and then how you handle that problem well. Okay. Next one is what is your salary range expectation? Nah, it is a very interesting question actually to be answered, yeah, because you have to be very careful in answering this question. One, of the thing that you have to do in answering this question is do your own research. So try as much as information that you may get from many sources. You may ask the other who have the same position as you apply for, or you may find some information about the salary in that position, specifically with the qualification that you have from the internet, for example, begitu ya. Jadi coba melakukan survei ataupun semacam observasi lah begitu ya. Kira-kira kalau untuk posisi ini dengan kualifikasi seperti saya, range untuk gajinya itu berapa? Kalau misalkan range-nya let's say for about 5 million until 7 million rupiah for examples, I strongly suggest you to stick to the highest number in the range. Jadi kalau ada antara 5 sampai 7 juta ya harapan Anda misalkan bisa lebih condong ke yang 7 jutanya because it will show how you value yourself. Jadi di dalam range yang segitu Anda ada di topnya gitu. Jadi tidak mendiskreditkan diri Anda sendiri gitu ya. Sehingga memang when you answer this question, the number is not just come out of anywhere gitu ya. Jadi bukan hanya tiba-tiba pop up ada angkanya segitu tanpa dasar apapun, tapi itu misalkan merupakan hasil observasi Anda bahwa untuk posisi ini, kemudian dengan kualifikasi seperti saya gitu ya, maka range untuk salary-nya itu biasanya ada di rentang ini dan ini. Jadi reasonable, rasional gitu ya. Kemudian jangan lupa di bagian akhir juga be sure to let the hiring manager to know if you are flexible with your rate. Nah, kan perkara tentang gaji ini biasanya kan bisa didiskusikan lebih lanjut ya once you have already accepted as one of their employees gitu ya. Jadi let them know that you are flexible with the rate gitu. For example, my salary expectation is between blah 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 and blah blah blah, which is the average salary for a candidate with my level of experience in this city. However, I am flexible. Jadi Anda bisa merefer ke UMR-nya kah atau misalkan memang sudah ada informasi terkait range untuk gaji untuk posisi tersebut dari berbagai sumber. So you have to do your own research before answering this question. Okay, and the next one is why should we hire you? Maybe it is one of the most important question asked by the interviewer. So your answer should address the skills and experience you offer and why you are a good culture fit. Yeah, so again, you have to know yourself more. You have to know your ability, your skills, your personality, your background, your qualifications, and why are those aspects making you the perfect fit for the open position. Gitu ya. Jadi again, Anda harus tahu apa yang harus di-highlight. That's why it is important for you not to make one single template for the job recruitment gitu kan untuk semua perusahaan yang sedang open position. Ya, Anda tadi harus melakukan riset terkait dengan profil perusahaannya seperti apa, visi misi perusahaannya seperti apa, requirements yang dibutuhkannya apa, kualifikasi yang mereka minta apa, skill utama yang mereka butuhkan apa. Ya, by knowing those keywords, it actually will benefit you in answering these interview questions. Oke, nah ini ada semacam contoh ya yang bisa dijadikan contoh untuk rekan-rekan, nanti silahkan dibaca. Kemudian ini yang terakhir adalah some useful sources ya. Basically masih banyak lagi gitu ya pertanyaan-pertanyaan dalam job interview which may be asked by the interviewer, but you can always explore it by yourself, and I have already provide you some useful sources that you can access. Ya, it is from YouTube. Ini ada beberapa link yang bisa diakses untuk melihat how to answer job interview questions effectively. Ya, ada yang pertama terkait dengan job interview secara umum, yang kedua ini lebih spesifik ke common interview question and answer, and the last one ini ada scholarship interview. Basically the principles are quite the same ya. Secara prinsip masih sama gitu ya, cara menjawab kelemahan, kelebihan, keunikan misalkan ya. Kemudian juga misalkan goals and ambition juga sama. Cuman kalau ini dikhususkan untuk if you want to continue your study abroad. Misalkan ya gitu. Jadi Anda ingin memperoleh semacam scholarship. Nah, scholarship biasanya ada proses interviewnya gitu. Nah, you can watch the video in this link to enrich your preparation for the job interview or for the interview in general. Okay, so I think that's all that we can discuss in this video. Hopefully, the information that I have already delivered can be useful for you in the future once you have or once you have graduated from the college, for example, or when you have a job interview to attend, ya, karena basically secara konten ini kan applicable not only for Western countries saja begitu ya, tapi juga mungkin ini informasinya bisa berguna juga in Indonesia itself. Okay, so hopefully the information that I have already shared with you can be beneficial for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in another occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.